Christiana Amo-Kyereme here. You can call me Dr. Christy. Good to see all of you. Yes, and so in today's video, we're going to talk about why you don't have to marry. Not so many people are ready for marriage, and so if you have doubts, if you're not sure, if it's not meant for you, then kindly go ahead and watch this video, watch this live, and let's have this conversation. Also, if today is the first time you're joining me live on here, then go ahead and hit on the subscribe button and let's get the fun going. Pretty much why you shouldn't be married. For instance, if you are thinking that marriage is a partnership or a business relationship, then you probably are not ready. You might have to rethink that, because marriage as it is takes a lot. It's good, it needs both of you to go into it, but if you're thinking it has to be 50-50, then there is a challenge and you are not ready. At some point in the relationship, one of you should be able to say, okay, you know what, I'm going to do more than it's even expected of me. Let's say you have to buy food, you bring a month's income of $20. You tell your spouse, oh, you also have to bring $20 because I brought 20. If that is how you're going to be approaching marriage, then your relationship is definitely going to fail, and you don't want that. Pretty much that's why marriage isn't for you, or you are not ready to be married. Now also, some people might think that marriage is a party. No, just so they dress up on a daily basis and then go out to friends' homes and have fun. No, marriage is something you have to stay home and build on. If you are working, after work you gotta come home. You have children, you have husbands, you have wives, you definitely must be home so you can take care of your family, take care of business. And so if you're thinking, oh, it's party, you just dress up fancy and get out there and have fun, then you are making a big mistake. To this point, kindly go ahead and share the video so that anybody who is on there can join us. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you for joining me. Now, some people think a marriage is a fashion show. That is, you just showcase your relationship, all the good things, and make it look like it's all roses. That's not marriage. If that's what you think, you have to rethink, because that's not marriage and you are not ready. Do some investigation. At some point, you probably might want to be showing things to people, might want to be telling friends about what you are doing, but you can't do this for the long haul. You're going to be exhausted if you try to pretend that everything is working for you. You're still going to be exhausted in that as well. And so be real with yourself, talk about things, and realize that it's not a fashion show. Excuse me, I'm reading a message that just came through. All right, now the other thing is, for men who are stingy, remember that marriage isn't for you. Reason being, relationships can work with money, and that brings me to the point of, don't make it seem like as a woman you don't have to do anything. Your man must take care of you. As a woman, it's very necessary that you're also bringing something to the table. If you want your man to go out to work and come home and also help you in the kitchen, then it's going to be tough and your relationship is going to suffer, which means you are also not ready to settle down. Give yourself some time. As a woman, bring some money home. As a woman, try and develop yourself, build yourself, create businesses. As a man, if your income is not enough to take care of you and your children and your wife, or your money is not enough as a woman to take care of the family, then you might want to go out there and start some businesses. You are skilled. If you can speak, you can definitely create a business and make some money out of it and help your family. It's also necessary that if you are ready or thinking about marriage, you act maturely. You must be emotionally mature, emotionally responsible. Now, maturity is not just with age. There are some people who think that, oh, I'm tough, I'm ready, I found this lady I love, I found this guy that I love, and what else and why should I wait? But that's not what it takes. It takes more than that. You should be able to be there for each other. You should be able to be a shoulder for your other partner or spouse to cry on. If you are impatient and unable to do these things, then it means marriage isn't for you and you are not ready. So don't marry yet. You definitely must wait. Do you have any questions? Kindly go ahead and ask, and I will respond to it. Let's go to our group and see what people are saying, so we can address that. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm really looking forward to the weekend. How about yourself? It's been a beautiful day and the sun is starting to shine lately, and so yeah, we're all looking forward to a great summer. Now, someone is asking, how about respect? Yes, it's necessary to show respect. If you are somebody who disregards and disrespects your spouse each time they have something to say or tell you, then it means you just have to wait, fix that problem. There are some men who will just go to their spouses or wives or girls and talk to them anyhow. Why? Because the man is the head of the house. If that is your mindset, please fix it. It's not going to help any kind of relationship. And there are some women, when they open their mouth, then their men want to go hit their head. All of that is not very healthy. Antisocial behavior where you threaten each other. If you don't do this, then I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna kill you. Even though you're really not going to do that, there's no need to be saying those things. Threatening someone that you're going to be leaving them is just a low, and you don't want to be doing that. Now, marriage can be very challenging for the weak, and so you must be strong. Even though it's fun and beautiful, you will see other people walking around having fun, laughing, and all that stuff. It's a lot of work. Sometimes some people are even good at making life seem like, relationships seem like it's all roses. If they're able to do that well, maybe it works for them, but it's not for the weak. You have to be brave to be able to deal with issues. At some point you have to confront problems and address them. If you are somebody who keeps running away, pushing things away, then you're not ready for marriage. You definitely want to wait. Now, spiritual maturity is also very essential in marriage. As I've said earlier, if you are matured, okay, but you can be matured, but you need to be spiritually matured. You have to have some Christ in you to be able to love somebody else as much as you want them to love you, right? And so if you don't have that, then you definitely need some time to be able to do that before you get yourself into the big thing called marriage. Now, marriage is not for babies. Same or similar to, is not for the weak. If you are physically young, marriage is not for you. 12, 13, 14, take your time. There are some people who can be matured or responsible enough by 12 or 13, but you're still a child. Somebody had asked me that, which is why I'm addressing it. Somebody said, can a 13-year-old marry? A 13-year-old could marry, but a 13-year-old is still a young person, is still a child, and they need a couple of life experiences to be able to make it. So maybe 1 in 100 or 1 in 1,000 13-year-old could get married, but marriage is not for babies. Marriage is for matured people who act responsibly and maturely. Also, you have to be financially matured. That doesn't mean be expensive, have millions of dollars in the bank. I mean, have millions of dollars in the bank. Just be able to have money enough to take care of you. And if you have children, you should be able to have money enough to take care of that. And so if you are planning to be married, sometimes you might even decide you won't have children, but before you know it, the children just come in. There's nothing you can do. Plan for your children. Also be economical when it comes to having children. If you don't think you have enough money, then do some family planning. Don't just go on and just go have babies because you are blessed to be able to do that. I hope I'm reaching out to you. Yeah, so please, if you like the video, kindly go ahead and hit on the thumbs up. If you don't like it, that makes me really sad. All right, and so let's continue. Now, marriage also, the other thing I had wanted to share is sometimes people go into marriage with the mindset of I'm going so that he will take care of me. If you are a lady, don't have such a mindset. If you have a mindset like that, the marriage isn't going to work. The moment the guy doesn't have money, then it means the lady is going to leave. And there are some men who try their best to get or secure themselves women who have money, who are well-to-do, and so once there's no money, they get disappointed and then they leave the relationship. What does that make you? You're not ready. You're not matured enough. You can't be married. So don't get married and go waste people's time, people's precious life. A regular source of income is needed for a marriage to work. And so if you don't have a regular source of income, because when you get married, you want to move out of your parents' home, especially if they don't have like spare rooms for you, unless it's a big home where you can secure a room there. And even whilst you're staying with your parents, you have to try and chip in for bills, chip in and pay something, contribute to food, you know, chip in something. Just because your parents are rich doesn't mean be staying with them with your wife. Usually this creates problems for the wife or for the other spouse. You know, and so these are some things you definitely want to avoid. If you are watching to this point and you're single, kindly go ahead and check out finderc.com. It's a dating site that my husband and I created for singles who are looking for long-term relationship. And the key word here is long-term, not just anybody. And so if you are looking for a spouse for future, which you wouldn't know until you start talking to somebody, please go ahead and check finderc.com. Finderc is spelled just like the name of my channel here. And so when you sign up, you're going to see some beautiful women and handsome men and enjoy browsing. Hopefully God is gonna help you to find your soulmate or be able to choose your soulmate right there. The other thing that I want to add is marriage. For you to be ready to be married, you must be a leader. Most men shirk the responsibility of leading. You know, women want strong men. If you are not that strong to be able to take care of things when problems arise and you're hiding and you're pushing it to your wife, then you're kind of weak, and nobody wants to be hanging around with a weak man, right? The Bible says in Genesis, the man is the head of the house. And so pretty much that is what it is. God put men in charge of the woman. And so if you are struggling, for those of you who do, what do we call it? For those of you who are feminists and stuff like that, I'm not saying you can't be your feminist. You can still be your feminist self, but the truth, which the Bible has said and it's written, is that the man is the head of the house. However, if you are behaving properly, if you are being respectful to your man, you will see that the man is going to allow you to pretty much do most of the things that you want to do and make you seem like you are the head of the house, but the man is the head of the house. I know most people are going to disagree with me, probably castrate me, but that's okay. Truth is just one. There's only one truth. And so the man is the head of the house. Try your best as a man to be in charge, to be responsible, take care of things. Don't wait for your wife to do that for you, because sometimes it leads to lots of misunderstanding and disagreements. Kindly give me a second. Let me check our group if anyone else is asking a question right here, please. Yeah. Okay. Okay. see. Okay, someone is saying very interesting. Someone is saying I needed this. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, and so if you want to join our group, you can write it down there, and I'm going to share our link with you for you to join in. All right, and so as a woman too, don't be a liability to a man, which I have indirectly said earlier on in this video. But being a liability is going into the relationship with nothing, with no skill, with nothing. It's going to create a lot of problems. The man might love you, but over time he's gonna get tired of the fact that he's the only one providing. Only a few men can survive a woman who is unable to do much, you know. So let's say, even though you don't have a skill to do any work, you also don't even know how to take care of kids, how to discipline them and stuff like that. But that is just an added blessing that you would get. However, as a woman, you should be able to have a skill that you can use to make money to support the house, to support your husband. Now, the final thing I want to say is, as a man, be a protector. Protect your wife, protect your family. It's very essential. Women need men to protect them. Women also do their part to protect, but like I said earlier, the man, being the head of the house, must be a leader and also be able to protect the family in case of challenges, in case of problems. The women can also protect the house, yes, in case you disagree with me, but that's okay. Thank you all so much for watching. If today is the first time you're watching one of my live videos, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again in my next one. Same time, same place, and same space. Thank you all so much, and have a blessed weekend. Bye for now.